We're here with Caryn Brokaw. She is a Democratic candidate for Mercer County Sheriff. Caryn, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I've lived in this area all my life. I grew up on a farm south of Aledo, on a dairy farm, so I've been here my entire life. I've worked at the Sheriff's Office. I'm going on 32 years now, and I started right here at the old jail where we are today, so it kind of brings back memories. I'm the Leads Agency Coordinator for the Sheriff's Office. I supervise the radio room, communications, 911. I also handle all civil processing. That's getting the papers prepared for the officers to serve, doing the returns, billing attorneys, that type of thing. I am the 911 secretary and have held that position for I think about 15 years now. And I just feel like I'm the best candidate or best one for the job because I've got the experience, the know-how, and you know, it's the best I could do.
Right. The qualifications are sound like they're your strong point here. You've had a lot of different areas that you've worked with in this department here. When we talk about being sheriff, we're not talking about some Andy Griffith, Barney Fife relationship here. We're talking about some really serious stuff with some really serious paperwork or some really serious issues dealing not only with prisoners or taking care of people at home, but you're also taking care of many aspects, administrative as well as professional. Give us kind of an overview of the kind of things that you feel the sheriff is going to have to be able to do.
Well, as always, balancing the budget will be top priority. Your first year going in as sheriff, you pretty much have to work with the budget that was prepared by the former sheriff, and then you get 3 more chances after that. And I think just doing the checks and balances is going to be a very tough position. And I mean, there's a lot of training that goes with everything. Keeping everybody up on board on all the new laws, keeping the jail filled with inmates, since that's a main concern of bringing in some income. You know, that's a big issue. So it's a tough job. Yeah,
you talk about us doing this in the Slammer here. This is where you started and everything, and the one thing I think that's on most people's minds in this county is the jail. Can you give us a little history as to how this came about and what you feel is probably the best way to deal with this situation?
Well, the former county board members thought this would be a good avenue to bring in money and generate some money for the county. I know there's a lot of people that were upset because it was never put to vote, you know, like they couldn't vote on it. It was just something that was kind of decided by the county board. I know that upset a lot of people, and I can understand where they're coming from. You know, now that we have it though, I mean, we need to keep it filled. We have bonds or loans, you know, that need to be paid. And I know some of them have said, you know, we've got too much help there, you know, and that's a big issue with the budget. But we have to have people there working, enough working, so it's a safe environment to work in. And unfortunately, you know, we're given it, so we just need to try to fill it up and keep it going.
Yeah, it's all these variables that we're dealing with here, or that you would deal with if you become elected. You're looking at budget issues, as you brought up at the very beginning here. How's the relationship with the board going to be working with the budget? How's all that going to bring into this to help you get what you feel is necessary to not only deal with the jail, but deal with the protection of our citizens?
And that's a tough one.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, if you don't have the money, I mean, I would definitely not ever dream of cutting services to the citizens of the county, you know, for the budget. I mean, you know, I don't know how sometimes the county board thinks we can maintain and keep doing, you know, we need to make sure all of our citizens are safe. And we need to make sure that our employees are safe. You don't want to just have, you know, maybe a couple people back trying to man the whole jail when you have a full house. I mean, that's a safety issue also. So, I mean, that's going to be a tough thing. You know, we're just going to have to research, maybe find other ways to bring in some money, either through grants, you know, that type of thing. Because it's, you know, I'm a firm believer, we're not cutting services to the people of this community, and we're not going to put, you know, our officers or our employees at risk.
Yeah. With all this in mind, and you brought this up a little bit earlier, with all this in mind, what is making you, in your opinion, the best candidate of the three that are running for sheriff then?
I think just knowing what all I've seen through the years, you know, the budget issues have been tough for many years. And I've seen how other sheriffs have done it and try to maintain. And I just think with my experience, and I think I'll be able to, hopefully be able to work with the county board best I can. I mean, I do my best to try to get along with people. And it's going to be a tight ship, no doubt. I mean, other than trying to see if there's any other ways to get some money in, like you say, you know, try to apply for grants, maybe get some squad cars, that type of thing. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, and good luck to the person who wins the job.
Yes.
It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. Caryn, thank you very much for coming in. This is Caryn Brokaw, again, Democratic candidate for the position of Mercer County Sheriff. And please, everybody, remember to vote March 18th. It's coming up pretty soon.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you.